Anna here. Welcome in my next process video. Today I am working with Build-A-Flower, Flourish Zinnia from Altenew. This is something they release each month. Each month you can find a fun flower with coordinating die. And this month we are having zinnias. This is how the stamp set look. We have 4 layers. Plus the 5th one if you want to, but it's not obligatory, mandatory, whatever. You don't have to use this one. And we have leaf, and leaf has 3 layers, and we also have "You are simply awesome" quotation. This is how you should assemble the flower, starting from the most solid layer to the less solid one. And there is also a coordinating die, so we have a flower and leaf. And I am not going to show you how to stamp the flower because it's obvious. We have a layering guide. I want to show you how to stamp many flowers quickly because I am making layouts. So I usually use a lot of flowers. As you can see, I already have stamped zinnias in 5 colors, for 4 zinnias in each color. And I'm going to show you how to stamp so many flowers quickly, so you don't have to be worried that it will be just too much work and time and effort. You will have to have any kind of stamping platform. I have a Tim Holtz Stamping Platform from Togehter, and it has a magnetic area where you can use the magnet to hold the paper, but there are many others. I will add the link in the description box to the stamping platforms, to the one I have, and to the other ones if you want purchase bigger one, smaller one, or whatever. And let's start with cardstock paper. I have cardstock paper that can hold 2 zinnias at once. So one will be in this area, and second one will be in this area, exactly like it's on this already made zinnia. Why we need this? Because we will stamp and rotate, and it will fasten up process of stamping a lot. And I will show you only the first sheet, and you will know how to do it with some more flowers. So let's start with the most solid part of the flower. You place it on the paper in the corner, close the door, and we already have the paper in the corner, so it's very important to have it exactly in the corner. And maybe we will stamp the pink zinnias. I have the set of ink cubes called Cherry Blossom, and we have Pink Diamond, Pink Alicious, Ruby Light, and Raspberry colors in here. I will link you all the colors that I use for my zinnias. And we are starting with the lighter shade, the lightest shade. So this is what we do. We stamp, we press, and we rotate the paper, and we do it once again. Okay, so we have 2 first layers done. We put away this paper. Oh, I forgot about leaf. This is exactly what we are doing right now. Okay, so we are adding the leaf in the separate space. We are stamping the leaf. You can do it all at once, so stamp a leaf and stamp a flower and then rotate it. Okay, so we have the first layer of leaf and first layer of zinnia. And now if you want to stamp more zinnias, you just take a new paper and stamp the first layer like we did before. You can use the same color, you can use other colors of inks if you want to create a different color of zinnia, but you do this with the first layer as many times as many times as you want. And after you are done with the first layer, you put the paper with the first layer in the stamping platform, erase the ink from the first layer to put it away. I am using this cloth. It's a kitchen cloth. I think it's very similar to the Stamp Shamey or something like that, that I think Paper Smooches released, but it's much cheaper, I would say. Okay, so we take another layer of zinnia. We have to place it like the guidance say. It's not that easy. I have to play a little before I find the perfect spot. This is always the part that takes me the most of time when I am making my projects. Matching the layers is not so I can see anything. It's quite dark here. I need to look at the layer guide. Okay, so I have this part here, maybe should go where? Should go here, I think. Yay, success. Or not? No, success. Okay. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, and the flower, not the flower, the petal. You do exactly the same with the petal. Not petal, the leaf, sorry. It's every morning here. Okay, I'm closing and I'm picking the darker shade. I am stamping over the layer, closing it. It's not perfect, but I already have my flowers. It's just to show you how. Now I didn't switch the color of the ink, so I have to redo this. Okay, and now we rotate the flower. We add the ink. We stamp. We're adding the darker shade of the leaf. We stamp. And if you have more cards waiting, oh my God, what's wrong with my English today? If you have more flowers to do, you just have to switch the card, stamp, switch the card, stamp, rotate. So this will be your second layer, and we are cleaning the cloth, cleaning the stamp. I'm putting away a leaf, and we have third layer of zinnia. Oh, it's not going to be easy, I think. Maybe something like this. Okay, I think it's okay right now. The second layer was the hardest one. So we have the third layer. I'm adding the ink. If you have bigger ink pads, you will probably do this much faster than I am doing it, because I only have small ink cubes. Okay, the second layer of the leaf. We are rotating it. The best part in this kind of stamping is that you don't have to match the layers over and over again. You just go with with one matching, and you stamp as many times as you need, because it usually takes me a lot of time to match the stamp. Okay, I think I used another the wrong shade. Don't forget to clean your stamp between each of the colors, because you know you won't get a perfect impression in the matching color. Okay, so it is the last layer right now, I think, and I'm doing it fast because this video is already 10 minutes long, but the layout will be fast, I hope. I haven't made it yet, so I'm not sure, but I'm hoping it will be fast. So this is the last layer. Press and rotate. As you can see, you don't have to be worried it will be not in the perfect spot, because it is. So there are the zinnias, and now I will use the die to cut them out, and I will be back to you. I am back. Now it's time to cut out all the flowers we stamped before, and I am using the coordinating die and this tiny little die cutting machine from Altenew. I really love it. It's so handy. It stays on my desk all the time, and I can easily use it without getting up for my bigger die cutting machine. And as you can see, I use both flower and leaf, and I already cut out all the flowers of the camera. I took a 12 by 12 watercolor paper sheet, and I arranged my zinnias into this kind of a frame around the page, each color grouped together in kind of a rainbow order. And I also have 5 mists in matching colors. I will add the colors in the description box so you can check them, or you can use any other color you have. They don't have to be exactly the same colors. And I'm starting with spraying my page with water. It will help the color to combine together, dilute a little bit, because they will not soak into the paper right away you sprayed over them. They will flow around and kind of better connect together. As you can see, I'm also adding water after I sprayed all the mists, and it creates this all dreamy, lovely effect. And now I am back with adding my flowers. I snapped a picture before, so I know how to arrange the flowers, and I'm using my telephone as a guide for arranging the zinnias. They are quite big flowers, so it's not easy to arrange them into some very precise compositions. You have the flower and the leaf only, but they work perfectly as a main design. I am sure that other girls participating in this release will have some awesome projects and ideas for this stamp over the cards, and some other projects. I think I haven't seen them yet, but you can join the blog hop that is happening at the beginning of October 2018, and you will be able to win this set from Altenew. So I am happy to welcome you on my blog and joining the blog hop. As you can see, I'm adding glue, but I'm also adding some 3D foam squares for a little bit of dimension. Not all the flowers, only the ones that are in the upper side of the composition, because I don't want it to be too bulky. I will be adding a picture, I will be adding some ephemera pieces, so I don't want it to be just too thick. And as you can see, some of the flowers are outside the edge of my layout. Don't worry, I will use scissors to trim everything down. And this is it. I trimmed all my flowers, and now I'm adding leaves. I have a bunch of leaves, and they have this very kind of a banded shape, so it's not easy to arrange them. I'm not sure if zinnia has really leaves like that. Probably yes. I'm not good in botanics, but they are not easy to arrange, and it's better to hide like half of the leaf beneath the flower if you want to add some dimension. And I will switch off the Facebook because it will be making noises. Okay, and I am back. I am adding a little bit of glue beneath each leaf. I don't want them to lay flat. And now it's time to arrange the composition. I was going to use this paper as the background, but after all I ended up with just blue cardstock because this color didn't stand out, this pattern didn't stand out from the background too well, so I removed it and I used just bluish cardstock from my stash. This is just some leftover from other project, and I think the blue color matches the page much better. I am adding a piece of cardstock to add dimension to my page. Remember, you have some dimension added to the zinnias, so you don't want to add too much beneath the picture because it will be just too bulky and not easy to hide into the page protector. And I reached for some Grape paper. I think it's a Togehter collection. Or not, maybe Flourish, no, it's Flourish collection elements. I'm just looking for things in matching colors. As you can see, I'm not going much into the theme. It's not a themed page, it's about my daughters and the love they have for each other. At least I'm hoping. There is 4 years difference between them, so the older one is turning 10 and the younger one will be turning 6 in half a year. So it's not easy to get them, you know, this common language place. I don't know how to explain it in English, because the older one is already going to school, has her own friends. It's not that into playing with toys anymore, and the younger one, Maya, is still a cute little girl liking her ponies and dragons and everything like that. But they still spend time together, have some you know, common issues, and I really love seeing them spending time and, you know, being sisters. I'm hoping that it will not get worse into the years. I know it will get worse into the years, but I'm hoping that we'll find a way to each other when they become teenagers, and, you know, it won't be like you embarrass me or something like that. But I still have pictures when they were tiny, and Gabrysia was very supportive and she liked to play with Maya when she was a toddler, and it was also cute and sweet, and I really like to scrap those pictures. And I already used a bunch of them on my projects. I made a mini album using them, but I like to coming back to the pictures that, you know, carry this very emotional attitude for me. I added embellishments. Now it's time to add the final touch. It will be some splatters. I was going to use the same sprays I used for my background, but they have this curved nozzle and it's not easy to splash with them, so I got into my favorite color shine mists from Heidi Swap. They are just perfect for splashing. It's easy to kind of control the area it will splash, and I know how big splatters it will create, so I just went for the perfect solution. And here are the close-ups. I will leave you the links to the Zinnia stamp and die set, and to the stamping platform and other products I used. Thank you for stopping by and see you soon. Bye bye.